Hey guys, it's Nikki and I'm back with another review of some supplements, some fitness supplements. This is called CLA. If you've never heard of it before, it's obviously for weight management. This stuff supports healthy muscle tone, supports healthy lipid levels, which it states right there on the bottle. I'm not telling you anything that you can't just learn yourself by reading this, because that's how I learn all my information. So, CLA, what it's been good for me is helping me with my cravings, helping me with not feeling hungry throughout the day. That's been one of my biggest problems overall in my fitness journey and my journey to be healthier, is that I just want to eat all the time, constantly. This stuff is the only stuff ever that I've ever tried. I've tried so many different things. I used to try hydroxycut back in the day, lipozine, so many different things. I'm not going to name them all, but this right here is the one thing that I found that works. And the reason that I even decided to try this is because this CLA bottle came in my GNC Pro Box, which I actually didn't review, but I showed you guys in my first video. So this CLA came in my GNC Pro Box. It was a week's worth of a sample. I took it for a week. I felt amazing. I don't like to talk about products unless I actually feel them. So I definitely felt this. You take this 30 minutes before you eat, 3 times a day. I was taking it twice a day because I typically only eat 2 meals. But I actually just switched things up recently and started having a protein shake for breakfast. So I do take that with my protein shake in the morning. About a half hour before I have my protein shake, I will take this. And the crazy thing is that it kicks in pretty quickly and it makes me just not hungry, almost to the point where I don't even want to eat my food. Same thing with lunch. I'll take it right before I eat lunch. Usually lunch, I'm starving. I need to eat now. And I'll take the pill and it's almost like, I'm cool. I don't need anything. So I was very interested in continuing to use this stuff, but it is like $50 for a whole month's supply. And my husband was like, well, what is it? And I was like, it's CLA. And he's like, but what is it? What is the main ingredient in it? So we looked at the back. We looked at the back here and see if I can get in close. It says CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, 2,000 milligrams. And he said, well, why don't you look that stuff up on Amazon? So I looked on Amazon. I found so many different versions of it. Most of them had pretty good reviews. This one I found, and I bought this one because it said it was a 3-month supply when I bought it. Now, it's not a 3-month supply. I bought this for $14. They said it was supposed to be a 3-month supply. It was not. I actually got it in the mail, and then they sent me an email and they said there was an error on the information that we provided, and you're supposed to actually take a little bit more than what they suggested on the Amazon posting. So I think this ends up being like a 1-month supply, but still 1 month for $14 versus 1 month for $50. And the only reason it costs that much is because right here, this little guy right here, ignore my nail, I swear, it's like you paint your nail and within days it chips off. Annoying. Anyways, right here, GNC, that guy, that's why this thing costs $50 for 1 month supply. And I want to just compare the two really quickly, just so you get an idea. I will compare both the nutrition labels and the pills themselves. So I'm going to get real close in here so you guys can see. On the GNC conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, you get 25 calories, you get 2.5 grams of fat, and 2,000 milligrams of the CLA. There's some more information on here. I'm not going to read it for the sake of time, but this does say take 2 soft gel capsules twice daily. Okay, and twice daily is a sufficient amount, I think, for a beginner. I think over time you may be able to increase your dosage. I think 2 is fine. 2 times a day is fine. They do tell me to take this stuff 3 times a day, but It is the same. It's the same milligrams. If you see down here at the bottom, it says safflower oil, which is where you get the CLA from, 2,000 milligrams. So this is the same amount of dosage, but you're taking a little more every day. Does it work? Yeah. Will it work with just 2 a day? Yes. So can you extend this longer than a month? Yes. If you take it twice a day, if you only eat twice a day. I do suggest taking it with every meal because I do not know how it will react if you take it, if you eat and you do not take it. Because I've taken it with every meal that I've eaten so far for the past few weeks now. So, also, let's compare the nutrition info. Now, this has a bit more information on it than the GNC bottle. I'm not going to go through all of these, but if you notice, it does have a tiny bit of protein, 0.46 grams. That's negligible, but still, it's nice they add that information on there. This one only has 14 calories per serving. So the other one has 25, this one has 14. Not a huge difference, obviously, but still, that is a difference. And again, it is the same dosage, 2,000 milligrams. I don't know if this tells you. Oh, actually, this does tell you to take it twice daily, 2 soft gels twice daily. So my thought is that it doesn't hurt you if you take more. It might help you if you take more. And I think the reason I got that email from those people was because they probably want me to just use more of it every day. So that way I have to buy more of it from them. Okay, so moving on from the actual bottles and the information that they give me, I want to talk about the pills next. So right here, these are, you know what? I'm just going to keep it on my blanket because you can't see it on my hand. These are the GNC pills. Okay, you can see it's just a large yellow pill. It's pretty long, you know, it's about the size of like the first section of my pointer finger. Okay, so these are GNC. I'm going to show you the CLA pills right here. Oh, I'm sorry, not CLA. They're both CLA. The Zazzy Naturals. That's what this brand is called, Zazzy Naturals. Back to this. Also, sorry you guys if this editing is like bad. You know, I'm just starting on YouTube. I'm not good at this stuff. I probably will just like upload this to YouTube without editing it at all with no cuts. And ignore the black hairs on my blanket from my cats. But anyway, so here's our Zazzy pills. Obviously, they look very similar. They're a tiny bit different. If you put the GNC and the Zazzy pills right next to each other, you can see the GNC pills are a tiny bit larger. They do have a tiny bit different of a color. You can see they're a little darker in color. The Zazzies are a little lighter, but again, the difference is so slight. I mean, look at how similar they look. And the point of this post is just to basically show you that you don't have to go with the most expensive version. If you like GNC, if you know, are a pro subscriber and like to earn points shopping with them, you know, obviously buy this stuff. If you like it, buy it. But if you are somebody like me, you like to shop around, it doesn't really matter the name brand as long as the product works. You know, I don't really shop too much at GNC, so I don't care about racking up the points, which maybe I should. But anyway, here is your other option, Zazzy Naturals, CLA. Again, there are so many different options on Amazon. I'm sorry, you do not have to buy this brand, this kind. I do recommend checking out the dosage though. You want to make sure that each dosage you're getting is at least 2,000 milligrams. If you're not getting that much, you're probably missing out. 2,000 milligrams is the highest amount that you can get, I believe, in a CLA dosage, just based on what I've seen when I go to purchase them. My cat's very interested, as always, in what I'm doing. But yes, so this is my take on the CLA. I like both of them. They both work. Does this work? Yes. Does this work? Yes. Is this more expensive? Yes. Is it worth it? To me, I think it's more worth it to go with the cheaper option because I'm somebody who likes to buy a lot of fitness and health supplements, and the more I buy, the more expensive it gets. I can't afford to spend $50 a month on CLA when I'm also spending $80 a month on my keto coffee and, you know, $30 a month on my greens and so on and so forth. But anyway, this is my take on CLA, and like I said, I highly suggest using it. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I cannot give proper medical advice. These are just my experiences and my results with CLA. I definitely feel something. I recommended this to so many people since I started taking it. It has helped me so much. It's honestly, it almost makes me not want to eat to the point where I'm not eating enough. I actually have to force myself to eat. And if you're somebody who has that problem, this stuff is for you. And, you know, like I said before, actually, I may not have said this earlier, but as much as I'm praising this and saying how much it's worked for me and you've got to try it, this might not work for you. It may not. Who knows? That's how these things work, okay? They don't necessarily work for everyone. Everybody's going to get different results. I have seen reviews on CLA that say that it does not work. The effects that you get are a placebo effect. But for me personally, like I said, I only like to endorse products that I actually feel a difference or see a difference, because I've spent so much money wasting time and wasting money on trying different supplements, and it feels like they just don't work. It's just something that people sell because they want to make money. But this, I highly support it. So if you try it, if you find a better brand, if you find a cheaper version, let me know. I'm very interested. I will try any version of this because I believe that as long as it's just the safflower oil, the main ingredient of the CLA, I think it'll work. So that's all that I got for you guys. Frey says bye. So until next time, thanks you guys, and let me know what you think in the comments.